15 left.
Too good.
Yeah.
Touch as well as power. Break to love.
And sneaking in beautifully here. When he gets there, it's just subconscious, isn't it? Oh. You're kidding. Strings, as you talked about the other night, and with the poly and the crosses, and he retains enough feel. He could do that with any string anyway. He's so good. And he's done it again.
This shot here now, in the air, coming forward. Roger Federer, as soon as he hit the pass, he knew it was good enough. His reaction was to look for the short ball. Wow, what a return.
Right waistline.
It could be the break back.
Score's good.
I think everyone was stunned there. He made contact out in front, Malisse, and crushed that forehand. But unlucky for him.
He's putting on another festival of skill. Fits in, Todd, your commentators.
Game, Federer.
Oh, that's a strange miss.
40.
That's wide.
Unusual.
Federer camp.
Yeah, I think the best...
40 love.
Wow. Oh, well, there's the talent. Gee, that's phenomenal. That's what he tried to do, Malisse, here. Hit this angle around the outside of the ball, and he had to take a certain amount of pace off that and get the right amount of topspin on it to create that angle. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Bit of luck. He's won 5 of his last 8 matches that he's played against a top 10 player.
High threshold. Problem is,
14-13.
he'll have a lot. They're doing a lot of work. Maybe that's unfair, but
it's not like you're not covering a lot of territory against any other opponent, though, Fitzy. It's just the intensity that the ball comes at. Lovely volley. It comes at you every point.
Federer looked very threatening in the first couple of games. He started quickly, and Malisse has hung in there.
Game, Malisse.
10%
On his off day.
how long they've been out on court in matches. If you've had a long 5-setter, you're really just trying to get rid of some stiffness. You're not going out to...
Oh, gee. Create an angle from there. Well, he's tried 3 drop shots.
Front.
Game in for second.
But Federer has got a pretty good bank account. Now he's got the first set here as well. 6-3.
We're going to back each other up.
30 left.
Ooh, nearly created something from nothing, Federer there.
Fourteen, 15.
Some big gun, and then now it's Malisse coming to the net.
Over there.
It's really hot, and the mic is burning my...
Left 15.
20.
Thirteen, 15.
Gee, he's a good hitter, Malisse, isn't he? Part of that just thing for Roger, as it is with the great players, and it increases their percentage chance to win by moving.
Hey.
You agree you were a shot maker, Henri?
Yeah, I'm still. Especially when I play with you, John. It was a great backhand.
Correction.
Well, so you could hear there Xavier saying, come on, man, to the umpire. Not Carlos's fault, it's the linesman calling too soon. That was a bad one. Both players reacting.
Oh, and he gets the break.
Contism.
3 games to 1.
That was a great shot. I love that. You see, that's dangerous. I mean, if Malisse is there, he's on the round, he's capable to make some great shots, and then, but we see some different mistake from Roger. You know, the easy backhand that he missed 2 points away, and then now he's facing the break.
Yeah, well,
well, be careful. Huh?
we just saw Roger's backhand and extreme. What a beautiful thing it is. Yeah, well, his intensity's gone up a little bit, Federer. Oh, a beauty. Well, isn't it incredible? The great players, they might have a hiccup, but they know how to put the foot on the accelerator straight away to come back at their opponent.
Federer does that. What a bounce back.
First, 6-3, back to Fitzy Todd.
Well, Roger Federer holding serve there to 15, and he's been using that tactic quite a bit today, Fitzy. The drop shot, pushing Malisse deep, but Malisse has got to every one of them. He's read it well.
Well, I love the way that oh, clever. Oh, just exquisite angle. Well, forehand, he went straight down the middle, and that's asking for trouble. One of the greatest forehands that there ever has been. Oh, some luck. Gee whiz.
Well, there was luck on both sides there. Federer shanked that forehand approach, Fitzy.
Plenty of time.
Advantage Federer.
Oh, he got it this time.
And Fitzy, Bruce has got a few things to deal with in the box. He's got Leighton Hewitt, Jim Courier and Henri Lecon. He's going to have some troubles there.
15.
Henri, did you know there'd be 4?
Pressure's on, he comes in off the backhand, and he does have 2 sets.
No losses, but you saw him lose from this position back in 2003 in Fitzy. It was Davis Cup time.
Oh, come on. That's almost too much flair. That's not fair. Look at the look on Xavier's face. Yeah, Hamish, you've got a good memory. It was Leighton Hewitt on this court, 2 sets to love down in the semi-final of Davis Cup in 2003. He came back and won in 5, and gee, that was a memorable moment. Have a look at this.
And I don't want to...
It's like your forehand, John. Yeah, the same grip. Look at that. Nice and easy motion.
Did he say nice, uneasy motion?
No, he said nice and easy.
I thought he said uneasy.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
Nice.
Henri. Oh, that's 3 back-to-back. Yeah.
There's the drop shot.
And then it's the length of this match, so he's less like...
And he does get the break, Federer.
Yeah, and
What happened?
Henri, you know it's debatable. All I know is I ended it up with a lot of tomato sauce in my lap. So watch out for that on my kid.
He's missed that, my goodness.
30-15.
Well, he hasn't been at his sustained best here, Federer, no doubt. We've seen flashes of it and flashes of lost concentration as well, but his opponent is definitely more sluggish now than he was at the start of this match.
Beaten by it again. She's got great feel running forward to go here. Watch his racket work. Racket placed out in front, just ready to roll it wherever he'd like. Push it down the line. Little flick of the wrist, cross court. Beautiful shot.
Use the drop shot a bit too much here, Roger, but he just loves experimenting.
Roger down the closest end.
Gee. Well, I didn't think he'd get away with that, Malisse, but he did. Well, trying the chip and charge from the second court. Now, that's not something that Sampras used to do. Sampras used to always chip and charge from the first court down the line into the backhand of the right-hander. He wouldn't come in from that second court with that shot. Federer is prepared to experiment with it, but he doesn't get enough direction on that chip. Yeah, Malisse, so... popular figure, but his movement here is just well, not quite enough energy and movement to cover that. Could have gone anywhere, Federer, with that. So virtually over now, Federer, another break.
You just say with John, is when I was at the top, that would be great. But look at that. So easy, yeah?
Yeah, it's so easy, Henri. It's almost like he experiments during these matches. He's got time to do it. Whereas most players, you know, it's all they can handle just to keep their heart rate.
Someone who's taking the ball so early from the baseline.
(13-15). Federer challenging the ball right to the service line.
She's a bit tight.
Ball score's good.
She called a fault. They're all seeing the funny side of this. It's pretty relaxed at the moment. The lady said fault and then quickly
Second serve.
quickly changed her calls.
Game, Malisse.
There's some light relief for Xavier.
Good on him.
It's even. But anyway, just... Oh!
Well, the experiment continues. He's a beaten man, Xavier, but he's retaining his sense of humour.
30 left.
Federer sees Malisse moving forward and just thinks he'll throw up a lob instead of just angling it across court.
Unbelievable off that low backhand.
Well, it's all over.
63.
And the champion in a canter in the third set, really. Good friends. And a lot of mutual respect, but he's been the king for a long time, Roger Federer. What a player he is. Henri, it's just a pleasure to sit courtside, isn't it, mate? I mean, when we're down at this level, you get a chance to see a player of his caliber. It's a great experience just to watch him up close.
Yeah, definitely. I will even pay a ticket to watch. I mean, come and watch a match of Roger Federer. It's just great tennis, talent. You have everything, and on the top of it, I mean, he's such a nice guy, and I just remember when I saw him after the match when he was played just unbelievable tennis during the first round, and it was just 2 sets in 58 minutes, and I said, did you see me when I was just standing up when you were making balls? He said, yeah, I saw you, geez. You were jumping all over the place. And I said, you played the best tennis in your life, and that 2 sets, you know. But, you know, I lost a little bit my concentration then in the third, but anyway, look the way he's playing now.
Yeah.
Go through, great tennis.
Oh, he's a beauty, mate. Oh. The crowd was very thankful to Xavier Malisse as he left. He's a nice guy too.
Yeah.
But the great man is with Todd Woodbridge, just to have a quick word.
Roger, congratulations. You pulled up pretty well from your long 5-setter the other night.
Yeah, I'm still happy I passed through that tough test, and today wasn't a whole lot easier, even though the score suggested. I thought Xavier played great today as well, and the first couple of sets was really tough, and I'm happy I'm through. I know him since I'm 12 years old. I remember he was the first junior I ever saw when I went for an international tournament. It's nice that we're still both playing on such a wonderful court, so for me it was a great pleasure playing against him, and I'm happy it was a good match.
Who were the players that inspired you at 12 years of age? Because you broke another record today. I'll get to it in a moment. But who were the players?
Xavier Malisse.
I mean the pros at that time.
Oh, the pros. Well, he drop shot lobbed me at the European Championships and was toying with me. So, no, but who inspired me? I think it was obviously Stefan Edberg and Boris Becker, and later on Pete Sampras. So I enjoyed watching them.
Well, with today's win, you just broke Stefan Edberg's record of the most wins at the Australian Open. He had 56 and today was 57. Congratulations.
Well, I guess it's very nice, but he still stays my idol, so it's all right.
That era of player, I played in that era. Used to play against your new coach in Paul Annacone. I'm seeing, we've talked about it quite a lot in the commentary booth, we're seeing some elements of his style coming out in what you're doing on court right now, the chip charges, more serve volley. There's quite a bit of experimenting happening in your play.
Yeah, but the score allowed me to do that a little bit, you know. But even though it's so much more fun to come in, so I wish I was born, you know, 20 years before. But I wasn't. But still, I was able to do a few things out here today that worked really well. Obviously, I grew up watching players coming in, having to hit passing shots, you know, and matches being decided on a few shots here and there. That's changed, obviously. It's much more athletic. We stay from the baseline. We're further away from each other. Don't know why, but that's kind of how we like to play these days. And so it's good that at least a few players are still coming in, and I'm trying to, but it's not easy. Guys are really good right now at the baseline.
They are really good. I want to find out one other thing. You've got these the Swiss flags on your shoes, is that what they are? Because I didn't...
What they look like, yeah.
Yeah, I had to ask in the booth what they were for. What are they for? He's got 4 Swiss flags on the back of his shoes, ladies and gentlemen.
It's kind of come across cocky and stuff, you know.
No, you couldn't be. Not with your record, you couldn't be.
Well, you know, I won the Australian Open 4 times, so they put 4 things on my shoes, and I was thinking...
We'll let you know.
Well, you know, I think it's nice coming back to a place where, you know, I've had so much success, and I love playing, and this just is a personal touch we do, and I hope people like it, and please don't take it cocky. It's got nothing to do with that, please.
We certainly don't. There's many of us here would like to see 5 of them on your shoes, Roger. Congratulations, you're on your way. Well done.
They're big numbers, aren't they? 16 Grand Slams.